Morning. Woo! What time is it? It's 3 a.m. Where are you at? Do you know where your kids are? Do you know where you are? I know where I am. It's 3 a.m. What's your brand? What is your brand? We're going to talk about that today. We're talking about some big things this week, especially, you need to know these things. You need to be in tune with this. What's up, Jennifer? You're gonna like this one. I think you'll get this one. Jennifer, understand this one. But your brand is key, champions. So, as always, remember, we are who we are, and we are who we're not by what we say we are and what we say we're not. So it's really important of the words that we speak and what we say, right? So we always want to start off. I always like to start off first thing in the morning. I always get up. I've already done it. I take a deep breath and I speak life into myself. I say things like, I am a champion. I am strong. I am a great dad. I am a leader. I'm a difference maker. So everybody, let's all just take a morning, Laura. Take a big breath. Take it in. Take a Lenny Evans breath. I like to say, hold that. Think about some positive thing that you are, who you are, and let it out. Say, I am a champion. I am a leader. I am a difference maker. So, what is your brand? What is your brand? Secret word for the day is soccer. Secret word for the day is soccer. Remember that. Some of y'all know what to do with it already. If you're new, I'll remind you what to do with it later on, but the secret word for the day is soccer. Listen, brand is crucial, guys. It's really important. And most people, especially if you're deciding to do a business, if you're entrepreneurial minded like me, you're doing your own business, but just in everyday life, your brand is important. As you're going out there trying to, hey, Brian, what's up? Good morning. Yes, thank you for the hearts. Brian, all the way from Malaysia. I didn't know you were in Malaysia, dude. That's crazy. That's awesome. We got people coming all the way from Malaysia. So just even you're out there looking to get married, have a family, you need to know what your brand is. It's important. Who are you? And you need to, once you decide who you are, you got to be, a person of character, You got to be a person of integrity. And the good news is, I've had to do some adjusting, and I'm still working on it. I have some of my vision cards here because I have habits that are instilled over me over the years that I just really need to break. If I want to go to the next level, I just got to keep it real because I know who I am. I know who I want to be. I know who I like to. And, let's talk about brand. Y'all know what brand is, right? So when you think of like, let's see, Kobe Bryant, right? Kobe Bryant, everybody knows Kobe Bryant, a basketball player. Good morning, Tamara. Kobe Bryant's got shoes, right? Kobe Bryant's got things. Now, is Kobe Bryant, is Kobe Bryant's, the brand is his shoes, right? His shoes. He's got the Kobe Bryant shirt. So that's his brand, right? No, it's not his brand. People aren't buying the shoes. They're not buying the shirt. They're not. Let's think of somebody else. Even, you can even take it in the acting world. I don't know what that movie is, the one that all the kids go crazy about. But they're all buying the shirts. They're buying that. They're buying that. The shirts and everything they're buying. That's not the brand. Kobe's the brand. You're buying Kobe. You're wearing Kobe shoes because you want to be like Kobe. You could take there's good and it's their brand. That's my opinion. Good and bad. Who's to say who's good and bad? It's your brand, but it's whatever you decide you want to be. For example, for me, I don't drink. I don't smoke. I'm working on not cursing because it's not in alignment with my brand. And it's not who I want to change the world. I want to, and I don't want to offend anybody. Now, let's take smoking for example. Let's take smoking, okay? Let's say you're a smoker. That's okay if that's what you do. If that's your brand, James Dean, that was part of his thing. He was smoking cigarettes. You think of James Dean, you see him with the cool cigarette in his mouth, and that was his brand, right? But you got to be careful as you're building a business. If you're building a business, especially if you're building a business with people, in a people business, your goal is you never want to offend anybody. Now, some people don't care if you smoke. My mom, she loves to smoke. She wouldn't care if you smoked one way or another. But there's certain people out there, you're going to offend them if you smoke. So you just limited yourself. You just limited yourself to, a certain group of people. Same thing with drinking, cursing. You know what I mean? Cursing's not the worst thing in the world. You know what? But listen, there's certain people, they ain't okay. They're not okay with it. It doesn't sit well with them. They don't, and so you're going to alienate yourself from that people. So you need to decide. Are you a bad guy? Is that your thing? Are you a bad guy who just runs off his mouth and you say what you want to say and you curse and that's your thing? That's your thing. That's your brand. Okay? And you're going to attract certain people like that. That you're going to attract certain people of who you are. They're going to want to, like, if you got shirts to sell, or if you want, they're going to want to join your company. You're going to want to attract. So it's like, who's your brand, And it's like, for me, for example, it's like something I've really been thinking a lot about, and I haven't quite locked it in yet, but I'll share it with you though. Just keeping it real. Like, so as I'm moving forward in my new company, I'm in the best shape of my life. Rocking abs. Never had abs like that before. I mean, look great at 53. So it's nice. I like wear these nice form-fitting shirts. They look good and everything, and I feel good in them and everything. And part of me is like, that's good. That's okay. But a big part of my heart, and you don't really see it per se in this company, but that's my brand. It's what I feel good about. I really feel good about rocking a nice, really, expensive business suit with nice shoes and a nice watch. That's what I feel. So I'm touring right now. I'm not sure how I'm going to show up at NYKO yet, because I think it's important that I figure out what my brand is going to be moving forward. Am I going to be, the guy that just is building a brand off of his physique? I got all those other attributes, but there's certain people, that's going to offend them. They're not going to be attracted to that. That's going to make them uncomfortable. They're going to find ways to dig holes into that. I mean, even though that's not how I am, there's people who are saying, oh, well, he's conceited or this or that, or it's going to make people maybe that got a lot of weight to lose. They're going to feel uncomfortable about that. They're going to feel like and is that what I want? I don't really want that. If you're dressed nice in a suit, what is that? Integrity, character, dress for success. Because a big part of what I do is not only help people, free them from, physical pain, I free them from financial pain. So if somebody's looking at me, and let's say they're in a position, morning time, and they're in a position where they're trying to move from this position to that position and get out of a financial situation, right? Are they going to want to lock arms with some, cool guy wearing tight form-fitting shirts at 53, and he's out there? Are they going to lock arms with a guy who's dressed for success, looks like he knows what he's doing, looks like he knows where he's going? Are they going to entrust their future, their money? You see what I'm saying? So it's really important that you figure out what your brand is if you're building a business. And not even building a business. Let's take it out of a business. Say you're building a relationship. Say you're single and you're looking, to meet your partner, and you're looking, And you're a certain type of a person inside, but you're going to go dress a certain way and you're going to do certain things just because that's what we do when we're younger or we're trying to meet somebody. We tend to do stuff that's not really us. So are you going to attract the kind of person that you're really looking for? Or are you going to attract the kind of person that you're pretending to be? You're going to attract the person you're pretending to be. And then you're going to end up being frustrated because then you're going to get locked into a marriage and then you're going to start to really show who you are and really be who you want, and they're going to be a different person. And they're going to be looking at you go, well, why didn't, you know who I was? I kept it real with you. You were lying to me. You put on a fake facade. I bought into who you showed up as. And now you want to try to change me into what you really were or really are? But that's not me. Who do you get to be mad at? You get to be mad at you because you showed up fake. You showed up not real. And you attracted people not who you are. So, I mean, you see, your brand is key. It's important. I mean, and you don't just have to have a brand. It's funny, I was just in a meeting yesterday. We were talking about building a brand, establishing a brand. Who are you? Here's the cool thing. You get to actually choose. So, I give it some thought. I would sit down and think, who do I want to be? What kind of person do I aspire to be? What kind of people do I want to attract? What kind of soulmate do I want to attract? What kind of friends do I want to attract? Because you will attract who you are. Who you are and how you carry yourself is what you're going to attract. And for me, it's like I'm gonna, because I'm okay with both, but I need to decide what kind of army I want to build. What kind of army do I want to change the world with? What kind of army do I want to save the world with? What kind of army do I want to lock arms with? What kind of army do I want to hang out on the beaches with? And just look back and talk about all the greatness that we created. It's important. It's important you know who you are. And once you decide who you are, just go with it. Be because people are watching you. And if it doesn't line up, if you don't do things the way, how you carry yourself, how you act, and I'm just speaking, I'm speaking to me more than anybody. And that's called personal growth, champions. It's called personal growth. Some of you might be like going, oh, wow, I call it getting beat up like a boxer. Oh, ow, wow, he's talking to me. Or, man, I do this. And don't fall into the trap to think that, oh, wow, now that you're stuck doing that or what. If it ain't feel right to you, ain't feel generic, organic, the great thing is that you can change it and you can fix it and you can just, today's a new day, move forward. Stop staying in the past. Remember, the past is history, the future's a mystery, the present is a gift, and that gift is time, and you get to act now. Each day is a new day. Stop thinking about yesterday, but start thinking about your brand. Start thinking about your brand. It's cool. It's important. And it goes back to we did a training on knowing your 10 commandments or 12 commandments or 15 commandments, your values, writing it out on the sheet. How many of y'all did that? So if you got your values written out on a sheet, then you should know who you are. And you need to walk like that. You need to walk like that. You need to be a person of integrity and character and be consistent with who your brand is. All right. Well, I hope that helps, guys. You have a great day. Remember, connect with me at railandrews.com. What was it? 22828? Yeah. I think you can. Laura, what was that? 22828? You can text all one word, I am a champion, to 22828. And you'll join my team newsletter. And I have a special newsletter for you all that I'll send out every now and then and send you some information, interesting information, keep you in the loop. Follow me on my social media. Please share this with people if it was put on your heart. you know, if something was said that makes sense to you. And, you know, just remember, you're a champion, a leader, a difference maker. I'll believe in you till you believe in yourself. You have a great day. Go out there and be the champion that you are. You were designed to be a great mountain, not a small pebble of sand. And I love you. Have a great day. Peace.